in case she cuts that bit out. And now we're going Facebook Live, so she can't, right? So, but mastering the pillars, Ben. So our foundational pillars on this podcast, we're mastering A, B, C, D. So what we thought we'd do is we'd revisit mastering the pillars in pandemic times.
Sounds good.
So we're going to go through the A, B, C, D and talk about how that maybe impacts on us right now. So
love it.
Let's kick it off with the A, Ben, the asset selection. It is the cornerstone of the message that we've been having now for almost 300 episodes, Ben, is to make sure that you pick the right asset. So the core message here of the ABCD through pandemic times, Ben, is the fundamentals do not change.
They do not, Bryce.
They do not change during a pandemic. They do not change during a Collingwood premiership. They do not change during a swine flu. They do not change versus the Spanish flu. If we're back then, they do not change the principles. I know you're trying to jump in, and I cannot believe I'm even giving you that run up for the Collingwood. Why did I even say that? But Ben, the fundamentals do not change.
I know, Bryce.
What are you going to say?
Well, you couldn't refer to a Freo premiership, could you? That's all. So anyway, they do not change, Bryce. The asset selection.
That was unprovoked. I gave you the layout, and that was unprovoked. So, do not chase bargains.
Yep.
We don't recommend you chase bargains when there isn't a pandemic, Ben.
Correct.
We don't recommend that you chase bargains during a pandemic, Ben. We do not recommend at the end of a pandemic that you chase bargains. Do not chase bargains. They are bargains for a reason, Ben. I've said it before. When you go to the shopping centre and there is a table that lines out in the middle of the store and you are, wow, that is my favourite colour jeans. I cannot believe they're on sale, and you grab them and you realise they're not in your size, Ben, because the most popular sizes are never a bargain. It's the ones that can't move are the ones that are a bargain. So Ben, do not buy bargains or junk stock in any situation, in any circumstance.
And you know, having done this for a long time, it's really important because sometimes when you see say medium and high density properties price and the developer goes broke and they liquidate the stock, you can sometimes go, that's pretty cheap.
That's tempting.
Right, that's pretty tempting. It's $250,000 less than the asking price. It's basically almost a third cheaper than what they were selling those off the plan for. Do I? And a lot of people ring us up and ask us that question.
The upward inflection's good.
The answer is no. You simply do not touch junk stock, no matter how good it's being offered, even at distressed stock. There's a reason for that usually in terms of why that is the case. So please don't touch the rubbish that's going to be out there in spades over this next 6-month period.
Junk stock, folks, stick clear of it. The second thing that you need to do in the asset selection, Ben, is you need to tweak your approach to renting the property differently. Sorry, I think hiccups then. Quality and proactive property management who is technology savvy and ideally investment savvy. So what we're doing to prepare our clients, Ben, is we're talking to we help our clients interview all of the property managers. We don't have property management in-house. So we go out and find the best and the ones who have not only, we don't get seduced by brochure talk, Ben, we actually look under the bonnet and find the best who've got the best processes and the best follow-up. Now, what we've been extra looking forward to, and some of our more proactive property managers have been reaching out to us, saying, look, this is what we are doing. We understand that the biggest anxiety a property investor will have in pandemic times is how will they get a tenant to secure their rent if we go into a lockdown. So they've been proactive, they're front-footing that, they're having conversations nice and early. Ben, realestate.com has got a feature where you can get the videos on your smartphone. They can easily upload that for a virtual walkthrough tour.
We were talking to our great friends who do that virtual touring, the cameras. Remember, we had them on, the boys from Foria on the podcast. Booming, flat out. Lots of 300% because they do virtual tours and they do rendering of those virtual tours and maps. It's the new age of selling.
That's what you need, because if real estate is still going to transact then, and the property managers still need to put food on their table, so they'll still be doing their job then, even though there's challenges around real estate agents doing their job. But ultimately, you need to have a proactive property manager who's front-footing, looking around the corner, having a look over the horizon to make sure that they can give a sense of peace to the property manager, to the investor around tenanting. So approach to renting needs to be different. Another thing is vacant and or tenanted properties are an advantage.
Yes.
Because